Thousands of engines fail every year not from lack of maintenance, but from false confidence. Drivers follow the manual, top up the oil, and still lose their motor. Why? Because the problem isn't neglect. It's these 11 hidden traps baked into everyday habits that quietly kill engines from the inside out. Number 1, mixing different oil brands. Many drivers think mixing oil brands during a top-up is harmless, but it's a quiet chemistry experiment gone wrong. Each brand designs its own additive mix, and when those detergents, dispersants, and friction modifiers collide, they can neutralize each other. That's when protective molecules turn into sludge-forming residue instead of keeping the engine clean. Engines that already run hot or burn oil, like Toyota's 1ZZ-FE, are even more vulnerable because mixed oils speed up deposit formation. Filters clog early, and in cold weather, thickened sludge can stop oil flow before startup, leading to rapid wear or total failure. The safe move is simple. Only top up with oil that matches both the base stock and certification. Mixing beyond that strips away your engine's protection. Number 2, ignoring oil viscosity grade. Every engine is built with a specific viscosity in mind, yet many owners treat that small number on the bottle as optional. The thickness or thinness of oil isn't just about flow. It dictates how fast protection reaches moving parts. Use oil that's too thin in a hot climate, and metal surfaces can briefly grind before pressure builds. Go too thick in cold weather, and tight passages in modern engines may run dry for seconds. Rotary and turbocharged engines suffer the most, since their seals and bearings rely on constant oil film stability. Viscosity also sets oil pressure and cooling efficiency, influencing fuel economy along the way. Matching your oil grade to manufacturer specs isn't preference. It's the only way friction stays under control. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Number 3, using car oil in a motorcycle. Car oil and motorcycle oil may look identical, but they serve completely different systems. Car oils are built for engines only, while motorcycles often share one oil supply for the engine, gearbox, and clutch. That means the same fluid has to lubricate pistons, cool transmission gears, and provide grip between clutch plates. Here's where car oil fails. Most automotive oils contain friction modifiers that make surfaces glide smoothly. Perfect for cars, disastrous for bikes. Those additives coat clutch plates, making them slip, overheat, and glaze. In high-rev bikes, that slip quickly becomes torque loss or total clutch failure. Some riders also find fine gear wear because car oil lacks the sheer strength gear teeth demand. Sticking with Jasso MA or MA2 motorcycle oil preserves everything. Number 4, overfilling the engine oil. Many drivers think topping up a little past the full mark gives extra protection, but it does the opposite. When the crankshaft dips into the oil sump, it turns that excess into a foamy mix of air and lubricant. The oil pump can't build steady pressure from bubbles, and bearings start to run dry even though the dipstick looks healthy. Overfilling also raises crankcase pressure, pushing oil past seals and into the intake or catalytic converter, where it burns and clogs both. Repeated overfills make small sump engines, especially those under 3 liters, suffer first, since even a few extra ounces upset their balance. That extra just-to-be-safe margin quietly destroys gaskets and coatings. Precision is protection. In oil, more is destructive, not safer. Number 5, running the engine with low oil. Running with low oil feels minor until metal temperatures climb past what coolant can handle. Oil doesn't just lubricate. It also carries heat away, suspends carbon, and cushions fast-moving parts. Lose even half a quart, and bearings or piston skirts start losing their protective layer. Once that hydrodynamic film breaks, surfaces grind instead of glide, and hot spots grow. Thermal cameras in research labs have shown oil deficiency as a direct trigger for thermal runaway failures. Small sump engines like Nissan's QG series are notorious. Their limited capacity leaves almost no margin before starvation strikes. One long highway drive can quietly wipe out crank journals or cam lobes. Every missing drop trims lifespan. Checking and topping up is cheaper than replacing a seized engine. Number 6. Forgetting to change the oil filter. Skipping an oil filter change might seem harmless, but it turns clean oil circulation into a dirt loop. Over time, contaminants clog the filter media, forcing the bypass valve to open. That detour sends unfiltered oil, full of metallic grit, straight into the bearings and cam journals that rely on precision clearances. Engines like VW's FSI or compact diesels are especially sensitive because their narrow oil passages can't handle debris circulation. As the filter deteriorates, oil pressure starts to drop and sludge hardens inside galleries, choking vital lubrication points. These blockages quietly build until surfaces wear unevenly or seize under load. The filter isn't just a trap for dirt. It's the engine's frontline defense against abrasion and failure, one that never deserves to be reused. Number 7. Using expired or old oil. That old bottle of oil on the garage shelf might look fine, but time quietly changes its chemistry. As oil sits, exposure to oxygen and moisture starts oxidation, the same process that causes metal to rust. Additives such as detergents and anti-wear agents break down, leaving the oil acidic and unable to neutralize contaminants. Temperature swings make it worse, allowing condensation to form and mix with the oil base. Once that happens, it stops suspending debris properly, and small metallic flakes begin carving micro-scratches inside the engine. Most manufacturers advise using stored oil within 3 to 5 years, because viscosity and protection rapidly degrade afterward. Fresh stock keeps protective compounds active. Stale oil slowly breeds corrosion that strikes long before the next service interval. Number 8. Adding oil without draining the old one. When you see dark oil on the dipstick, it's tempting to just pour in a little fresh fluid and call it good. The problem is that the contaminants never leave. That blackened oil still carries carbon specks, metal dust, and moisture that instantly pollute the new batch. The fresh oil's additives get neutralized almost immediately, creating a mix that's weaker than either alone. Partial top-ups also confuse sensors and control systems. Variable valve setups and pressure monitors rely on consistent viscosity, which this blend doesn't have. In narrow-tolerance engines like Renault's 2.2 DCI, that inconsistency triggers rapid sludge buildup. What looks like a quick refresh is really a shortcut to blockage. An oil change means drain and replace. Anything less is just spreading old damage. Number 9. Using additives without research. Oil additives often sound like the easy route to smoother performance. More power, less friction, longer life. But the chemistry under the hood doesn't always agree with those claims. Many aftermarket products alter viscosity or clash with the oil's detergent package, destabilizing the entire mix. The result? Deposits that plug critical oil passages, especially in engines built with tight hydraulic lifters or fine oil galleries. Unresearched additives have also been linked to oxygen sensor fouling and blocked variable valve solenoids, where the altered blend leaves behind hardened residue. Some even damage catalytic converters by changing phosphorus or zinc content beyond safe limits. Manufacturers design oils as balanced systems, so breaking that formula risks expensive repairs. Stick to tested, OEM-approved formulas. Guesswork chemistry rarely ends well. Number 10. Trusting unverified, high-performance oils. High-performance oils with bold labels and racing claims look convincing, but their chemistry often tells another story. Many of these blends lack OEM approvals like ACEA or API certification, meaning they've never been tested for the engines they claim to protect. Some contain excessive zinc and phosphorus, elements that once worked well for old engines but now damage catalytic converters and oxygen sensors in modern setups. That chemical imbalance also changes how oil builds pressure. Hydraulic lifters start ticking, and in engines such as BMW's N63, incorrect viscosity curves shorten timing chain and turbo lifespan. The real performance measure isn't flashy branding. It's oil verified against your manufacturer's standards. Compliance guarantees stability across temperature and pressure ranges, while unverified race blends gamble with mechanical longevity. Number 11. Ignoring oil leaks or burning smell. That faint smell of burning oil isn't something to shrug off. It's the earliest warning of mechanical stress. Even a small leak can lower oil volume, leaving thin lubrication around seals and bearings. Over time, that shortage builds carbon that hardens like tar, cutting off vital oil passages. When this happens near turbochargers, their high-speed bearings quickly overheat and fail. Leaked oil that drips onto the exhaust or manifold doesn't just smoke. It bakes into carbon, acts as insulation, and traps heat. Engines like Toyota's 1ZZ-FE and BMW's N47 often show such leaks that hide deeper wear or ring problems. Every drop marks pressure loss and friction increase. Ignore it long enough, and that warm smell turns from warning into a possible engine fire. Every oil mistake either preserves your engine or quietly destroys it. There's no neutral zone hiding in between. Each missed check, wrong grade, or skipped filter becomes where you'll pay for later. The simplest habits, checking levels, following viscosity specs, and replacing filters on schedule, decide whether your engine lasts or fails early. Treat every oil change as preventative care, not a chore to delay. A few minutes under the hood saves years of reliability on the road. The next time you lift that dipstick, remember, it's not just oil, it's the lifespan of your engine waiting for your next move.